What's up, Apple fans? As you know, the iPads are one of Apple's most successful and popular devices, and their launch is one of the most highly anticipated events of the year. However, Apple has not officially announced or confirmed the existence of its new generation of iPads, leaving us fans to speculate about rumors and leaks about the possible features and details of said devices. So what are you waiting for? Smash that like button and subscribe to our channel if you're excited to know more about your favorite tablets. Let's kick things off with the iPad 11. There aren't many leaks about this tablet yet, but tech journalist Mark Gurman of Bloomberg suggests that the new iPad 11 will simply offer spec upgrades, suggesting that this will be a small update, probably with a new chipset or at least a newer one. The current iPad uses Apple's existing A14 Bionic, also seen in the iPhone 12 line and the 2024 generation iPad Air. So the next model will likely get an upgrade too, at least the A15 Bionic found in the iPhone 13. Also, the fact that Apple upped the screen size and changed the design for the iPad 10 means that the current 10.9-inch screen and an iPad Air-like design will likely be present in the iPad 11. Apple typically launches new entries in either September or October, and indeed some leaks suggested that. But we are in November now, so Mark Gurman believes the new iPad 11 will land in March. It's unknown what the iPad 11 will cost, but it may have a similar starting price to the iPad 10, which starts at $449. Then again, the tablet costs more than its predecessor, so Apple may push the price up again. Now let's turn our attention to the iPad Mini 7. There are currently no credible rumors suggesting that the next iPad Mini will have a major redesign. However, Mark Gurman claims that Apple isn't likely to do another major overhaul for the product, so he expects the next model to offer little more than a processor upgrade. The iPad Mini 6 currently has the A15 Bionic chip. Going for the more efficient A16 Bionic would give the iPad Mini 7 a performance boost with better multitasking and gaming, making it a surprisingly good handheld console. One change that could be handy would be the addition of a smart connector. This would add magnetic pins on the side of the iPad Mini 7 to enable it to connect to devices like a keyboard. While using an iPad Mini as a pseudo laptop might sound bizarre, these connectors could be used to act as a form of charging stand for the next iPad Mini, letting it double up as a DIY home hub device, a bit like the Pixel tablet aims to be. On the display side, Apple is expected to stick with the 8.3-inch 2266 by 1488 pixel liquid retina display. Some rumors point towards next-gen iPad Pros getting OLED panels first, with the iPad Mini not likely to go OLED for some time after. More on that later. Given the rise of high refresh rate displays, Apple is expected to move away from a 60Hz panel for the iPad Mini 7, but reputable display analyst and tech tipster Ross Young doesn't expect that'll be the case. He says that Apple will keep its 120Hz ProMotion iPad display for the Pro models only. Currently, the iPad Mini 7 is set to be revealed in 2024, according to Apple leaker Ming-Chi Kuo. The iPad Mini 6 was released on September 24, so Apple may reveal the iPad Mini 7 around that time next year. In terms of pricing, the iPad Mini 7 is expected to stick with the same starting price of $499 for the base model. Now let's talk about the iPad Air 6. This extremely popular device is rumored to have Apple's recently released M2 chip, resulting in a significant performance improvement. Tipster Revengeous has claimed that Apple's next-gen iPad Air will swap the M1 chip boasted by its predecessor for the M2 chip currently found in the best MacBooks in the iPad Pro 2022. An article in 9to5Mac also suggests that there might be two new iPad Air models, with the second sporting either a larger screen or superior specs. A second source has also backed this up by saying that a larger 12.9-inch iPad Air is on the way, so we may have more mid-range iPad choices than usual soon. It's more likely that we'll see the iPad Air 6 in March, as claimed by Mark Gurman. Regarding the price, it'll likely cost the same amount as the last one, which started at $599, but the cost went up for more storage. Now finally, the iPad Pro could receive a major overhaul. Mark Gurman claims that the iPad Pro will get its first major update since 2018. The biggest design change reportedly coming to the iPad Pro is an OLED display. Display analyst Ross Young claims that the 12.9-inch iPad Pro will get bumped up to a 13-inch screen, with the 11-inch tablet reportedly not receiving an increase in size. The next iPad Pro could also sport a new glass body, according to one rumor. Moving to a glass back would allow you to charge the upcoming iPad Pro wirelessly, but also offer a form of reverse wireless charging. The iPad Pro 2024 will reportedly be powered by Apple's new M3 chip. Gurman claims that Apple will reveal the new M3-powered MacBooks first, followed by the iPads. Also along with the iPad Pro, the Apple Magic Keyboard will reportedly receive an update. According to Gurman, Apple plans to revamp the peripheral to make the iPad Pro look even more like a laptop than the current setup, while adding a larger trackpad. The new iPad Pros will reportedly arrive in 2024. Apple usually hosts the software-focused WWDC in spring, but it has previously unveiled hardware like the MacBook Air M2 and the MacBook Air 15-inch at that event. So they could potentially announce the iPad Pro at WWDC 24, or perhaps wait until its fall event later that year. As for the cost, the OLED iPad Pro could get a price hike. According to tech tipster Revengeous on Twitter, adding an OLED display could see the price of a 13-inch iPad Pro hit as high as $1,800. Laptop Mag crunched the numbers and backed this claim in their article. We would see prices of $1,500 and $1,800 for the 11 and 13-inch iPad Pro models, respectively. This is before we factor in the cost of the Apple Magic Keyboard and Apple Pencil, which currently cost $349 and $129 respectively with all accessories included. That pricing would put it on par with the best laptops and best MacBooks. Anyway, there you have it. These were all the leaks about the entire Apple iPad lineup. As we mentioned at the start of this video, nothing is set in stone yet. Even though the information leaked is reliable, Apple may still spring out some crazy surprises. So what do you think about the new iPads? Is it worth the hype? Only time will tell. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.